Hey, what's up? How you doing?
How y'all doing today?
It's been a minute. I've just been busy on, focused on graduating, and it's been tough on me. How are you?
Yes, I'm good.
I got caught up with school, just got done playing football. It's been pretty rough on me. What about you, Noel?
Baseball's been pretty tough. We're going through a good season. Also focusing on college, getting into college scholarships. It's tough work.
Do you know what college do you want to go to?
I'll be attending that Christian college.
That's good.
Alright,
Wait.
bell rings, so I gotta get my wallet.
Oh,
Which
which one's mine?
Sure.
Uh,
This one is mine.
okay. Oh, really?
I put my name on this. As you can see, I put a white box on the water bottle label, and I put my name on it.
Oh, well, I don't know whose this is, but I'm confused now.
Yeah, don't drink it. All right. So my name is Robert. That's
My name is Angie.
and that's also our partner Juan too.
My name is Juan.
Yeah. So our problem statement is that having trouble to keep up with your own water bottle. In any event, majority of the people will drink water bottles. Sometimes you never know which one is yours. My group and I came up with the idea to create a white space on the water bottle label, so you can write your name to identify and avoid taking others' water bottles. Why water? Well, in this day and age, research shows that the U.S. market is the largest bottle consumer in the world. In 2017, the U.S. water bottle sale volume up to 13.7 billion gallons, the highest volume of bottled water has ever sold in the United States. And as you can see, that's our graph. And yeah. So our design statement, including the label design in the water bottles. For this project, we use the Sony water bottle. We will be adding a blank rectangular space on the water bottle label so our consumer can write their name or any character or drawing to identify that there is their own water bottle. Our criteria is to be able to fit a handwritten name on average 20 characters.
We choose 20 characters because we don't know, last names can be pretty long. My last name, 10 characters. So the design constraint is it must fit an original label. Any other information, logo must remain on the label, like it's a printing process. So these were our sketches at first. For idea one, we decided to put a white space on the side and make the label white. For idea two, we put another design as a heart and say I, like a dash, and like love water. So that was our second idea. And our third idea was to make the space, the color as the bottom label, which is dark blue. So we decided to go with idea one because of visibility. So since it's going to be white, you'll be able to see perfectly whenever you write your name on it. Space, it also leaves space for the rest of the facts that's already on the label, so we want to keep those there. And then for the aesthetics, it leaves room for everything, and all the labels that are printed already on the label get to see.
Alright, so we use this program called Inventor. It's like really designing, see how it will really fit on the water bottle label. So like we use Lewis measurement for the water bottle label to make sure like it's correct and make sure that it will be fit on the water bottle when it goes all the way around.
Oh, and then we also show the original label and then the new label that we designed.
These are the materials that we use. We use this special thinner to like it has like this sticky substance at the end where when you rip it off so it can like really stick onto anything.
We use a TrueVis SG300 printer, and then with glossy calendar vinyl paper. So whenever we stick the label, it will be sticking on one side so it can stick on the other. And we also use the 24 pack of Dasani waters. We like to use the Curl drawing software and also the VersaWorks softwares so the application can communicate with the printer.
Alright, so as you can tell, our testing, it worked, you know, like we try to like put water on it to see like if it really come off, and it didn't. So that's a plus. And
So, to testing the ink smudge, we decided to write on the label with permanent marker. And then we submerged one of the packs in ice, and then the other pack we put it in the refrigerator. So after we took it out, we smudged our finger around to see if it would come off in any sort of way. And then for test 2, it was the market acceptance. We created a survey and then distributed it to the school and to gather data.
we encountered some problems with the printer that we were using because it was very difficult because like we ran across like a lot of errors. So
one of the difficulties that we had was that when we were testing it, the printer wouldn't necessarily cut it. It would just leave some scratch marks on it, but we really couldn't like unstick the label smoothly. So that was one of the problems. And then our printer also kept saying 400 error.
we test.
For test 1, we tested 2 packs of water. It was one on the freezer, and then one we submerged it on ice. And then when we checked it, the ink remained on the label. For results on test 2, the survey we submitted it to school as a Kahoot, and then it received a 100% response to the idea.
The idea was greatly accepted by the public. We even, over spring break, we had contacted Coca-Cola because like they like kind of own the Dasani. So then I spoke to a sales associate named Jen, and she gave us permission to use Dasani for our project, but nothing more because like they're like over company restrictions or whatever. Because like we're still kids in high school, so like we can't really do much of it. And then we try to, get her personal email to back up, but she said she can't reveal that information.
And we also explained our idea to implement it, but her response was no outsiders' ideas allowed at that time. And then some improvements that we could create the science by season to make it more attractive.
These are the sources that we got over the time. That's our project.
You said you did surveys with students and you got 100% response. I assume you mean 100% positive response for what the idea is. But how many students did you survey and over what period of time? And what sort of questions did you ask?
We let the Kahoot up for about a week, and then it was about 30 students and maybe answered the survey. And we got 100% on the idea that they liked.
If I pick up the wrong water bottle, what difference does it make?
Me personally, I want to drink other people's water bottles because, I'm a germaphobe. Like I don't know where people's mouth has been. Like that's just me personally. So, and I think it's a good idea because they can like really be creative on what they want to put on the white blank space.
Who's your customer? Is it Coca-Cola, Dasani, other water companies? Or is
Well,
it individuals that would...
Well, right now we're just focused on Dasani because like they gave us permission. Well, for Coca-Cola because since they own it. So.
Just a comment, this is to everybody. I think this is actually a pretty good idea. When you talk to big companies like Coca-Cola, there's a deal called DNA, do not disclose. Big companies love to get your ideas and say, tell you it's stupid, and then next thing you know, they come out with it. So, just a word. It's a good idea.
I guess I had a lot of the same thoughts because I wrote on here, simple solutions are sometimes, the best. Simple is okay. You do want to make sure, though, that when you're introducing that problem statement, you state the problem separate from the solution, and then you go into why it's a problem, like you said. Why does it matter? On the rubric it says, clearly justified with articles or summaries, graphs, data, so maybe you could get into a little bit on why, the dangers of sharing drinks with people you don't know, why that really matters. The biggest question, by the way, I loved your introduction, that was great. And I liked how you used Inventor to really test that it would fit around the physical, the decal, when you applied it. My biggest question is, where in the world are these markers coming from? Do people just carry them around like every day? I thought, well, maybe something like this would be good if it was like a scratch off, like a lottery ticket, like they could scratch a certain corner or a certain design, because I don't know where the marker's coming from.
Well, our idea was to we were thinking providing the markers, permanent markers, so it's like Starbucks, when you order they write your name down, so we're going off of that.
Okay, so you're talking about this is just when you order water at a restaurant or something, it's not...
Yeah, because they're all going to have this white blank space.
Okay, well then that limits your audience a lot though, because a lot of times we're just grabbing the water from, a fridge or...
Right.
So just something to think about.
My main concern is after the resizing of all of the nutrition facts and kind of what's in everything, if there are issues of it being too small, I have terrible eyesight. I need big glasses, and so if I don't have one, have you guys maybe done any sort of testing to see if it's still legible and...
No, we haven't.
Right.
Okay, while the judges are tallying up those scores, we are going to have our next group is going to be from Hillcrest High School. So let's go ahead and so while they're getting ready, I have a feeling the bell is about to ring to go to sixth period or A lunch. Remember, if you're in here with